folks, welcome to the stream. I hope we're well. Hope everybody is splendid. So, I do need to apologise for yesterday because I had the mic turned all the way up. I had the audio gain on the mic turned way up. So when I did the stream highlights videos yesterday, I listened back. It didn't sound great. Nobody said anything, so I assumed it was fine, but I listened back and it was awful, so I apologise for yesterday on both streams, because it was horrible, absolutely horrible to listen to. So yeah, I've turned the audio gain down a bit, so I should sound normal. But yeah, it was, God, it sounded so bad when I listened back to it. Evening, Alex, good to see you. Rugby Edits 2184. Sammy Snake. We've got Sleepy Cougar. Good night, bro. Good night. Afternoon, Seb. Got a lot of the regulars back in nice and early. Love to see it. So, poll in the live stream chat. 8 votes, 88% say Saints are going to win. I would agree. I need to get my exact score prediction in a second. Let's have a gander. My prediction was St. Helens 30, Huddersfield 6. But you never know. You never ever know. Hi all, at Stadium. On where it says Saints V on the bar of the T. Got Saints to win by 30 and felt to score first. Okay. Alright. So, on where it's it says Saints V on the bar of the T. Okay. So, the bar of the T and Kieran's in there. Okay. So, any other identifying clothing that we can see you on, Kieran? See you in, I should say. Managed to get home at 1:10 this morning. Nearly watched a fight on a bus. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Well, that's unfortunate. Peter, he's finally back. Good to see you, Peter. Yo, good afternoon, everyone. Looking forward to a cracking match. Saints 48-0 coming right up, he says. Invest, t-shirt and blue shorts. All right, we're gonna find you, Kieran. We're gonna spot you. I'm gonna say hello. Yeah, felt is a good call. Huddersfield normally start well though. Even in games they've lost. Let's try that again, shall we? Even in games they've lost, they've started well. They got battered by Wakefield, but started well. Scored first. They got beat by Wigan, but scored first. They got beat by, I think there's somebody else recently as well. They scored first but lost. I'm sure there was another one. Emin Herbrick says 42-4 to Saints. Rugby Edit says Saints win. So yeah, if possible, leave a vote on the poll that's in the live stream chat. Please like the live stream as well. It gets it out there to more people. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And if you have TikTok, go follow me over there if you feel like it. So I'll do a quick run through of the teams now. Right then, in the backs for Saints, they have Saylor, Felt, Robertson, Percival, Dagnall, Lomax, and Mbai. The forwards include Walmsley, Clark, Lees, Batchelor, Whitley, and Knowles. On the bench, they have Wellesby, Bell, Passy, and Delaney. Burns is the 18th man. For Huddersfield, in the backs, they have Flanagan, Gagai, Milne, Bibby, Halsall, Rush, and Frawley. The forwards include Rogers, Wolford, Powell, Rushton, Greenwood, and Cudjoe. On the bench is Golding, English, King, and Wilson. Carr is the 18th man. So, we'll see how much game time Wellesby gets today. We will see. Yeah, we'll see how much game time he gets today. Could come on at 1 or 6, maybe. We'll see there. Or might just come off a Clark later on. Just give him a bit of rest, so he just plays 9. He'd be doing a lot of tackling in the middle, but wouldn't have to do maybe as much carrying. We'll see what they do. But it's good for Huddersfield. They've had a good run of games with this group of players. They'd still prefer Lolohea over Rush, but Rush has now had, I think, 3 weeks in a row, maybe 4, at number 6 to keep building the combinations and stuff like that. So maybe they can come out with a bit more this week. We will see. Hope the Cabal Army win so we stay 4th. It'd be tough for Huddersfield to do. Not impossible. Again, it's just how they start. That was what I said in my predictions video. It just depends how Huddersfield start today. They have started well pretty much every week for the last 4 or 5 weeks. So it will be interesting to see. Little fly in here. Keeps evading me. Keeps evading me. It's still alive. Couldn't get it. Couldn't get it. It was too snappy. If you guys have your own score predictions, let me know in the chat as well. I'll get to them in a second. Got it. It's gone. It's dead. It's all gone now. So yeah, I went with 30-6 for Saints. We're looking out for Kieran. In vest shirt and blue shorts. He's on the bar of the tee. Felt 3 tries, Saints 36-10. Okay, gotcha. Sleepy Cougar's put his thoughts in. So if you haven't yet, let me know. Let me know what you're thinking. What's on your brains, folks? So we had Warrington meeting Catalans, Hull KR beating Wigan. The rest of the scores have gone off. That's great. Clyde says 50 plus Saints. It could be. What channel is it on? It is on. It's on Sky Sports Plus in the UK. So we've got 4 minutes to go. I'll go through the team list again very shortly, even though they're up on screen for those that might just be listening. Vest shirt and blue shorts. Bar of the tee. Going to be difficult to tell. Very difficult to tell. But he's there somewhere. He's there somewhere. He's in that mix. I see you, Kieran. I see you. He's in that mix somewhere. So, form at the moment, 3 wins for Huddersfield in the last 5, 4 for Saints. Match odds 1-8 for St Helens. This is 4th versus 11th. Average offloads. Well, that's average offloads allowed. 2nd best in Super League for Saints. 11th best for Huddersfield. Giants have consistently started well past month. Saints more points from second half. Yeah, that'll be interesting. Huddersfield, they had that thing early in the season as well. They went 6 or 7, maybe 8 games where they won the first half, but then lost all games. So we'll see. Saints they've not necessarily started games poor or started games well. I think they've just been fine starting games, to be honest. So we'll see. We will see. But that could be the way in for Huddersfield if they just have an electric start. And the Saints are a bit sluggish until the second half where they normally come out firing. Or at least in recent weeks anyway. Right then, not too many people here. Only 2 minutes out. Sounds like there's going to be a minute's silence as well. So when that starts, I will remain silent myself because it probably feels a bit sort of insensitive to keep talking. Unless I went through the team list, but that seems a bit insensitive still. Okay. Teams are coming out at the moment. Again, if you've not voted on the poll yet, let me know who you think is going to win. Leave your exact score predictions in the chat as well. Splendid stuff. I'm going to turn the mic up a little bit. Hopefully it's okay. I don't want to overdo it. Let's try that. Is that better? Does that sound clearer? Maybe. Just don't want it to be too loud. So, yeah. VJ Day had to turn preemptive text off. Fair enough. I get you. I get you. So, yeah. A few moments out. Once we're done with this moment's silence, I will... I'll go through the team list one more time, and then we'll get cracking. Bringing out the Reeds, the 2 club owners, McManus and Davey. I never know what to say. I'm not used to this kind of stuff. Commentating over this. What do you say? All right. Uh, 48-0 means Saints better attack than Pies and a few points behind Hull KR defensively. True. Oh, didn't give much of a moment's silence there. Maybe about a second. Right then. All right, we'll be underway very soon. Very, very soon. Okay then, right, I will end this poll. Final run through of the teams before we start. In the backs for Saints, they have Saylor, Felt, Robertson, Percival, Dagnall, Lomax and Mbai. The forwards include Walmsley, Clark, Lees, Batchelor, Whitley and Knowles. On the benches, Wellesby, Bell, Passy and Delaney. Burns is the 18th man. For Huddersfield, in the backs they have Flanagan, Gagai, Milne, Bibby, Halsall, Rush and Frawley. The forwards include Rogers, Wolford, Powell, Rushton, Greenwood and Cudjoe. The bench is Golding, English, King and Wilson. Carr is the 18th man. We are about to get underway. Right then, so hopefully it's a decent game. I've got a feeling Saints might walk away with this one. So we will see. Not many people here. Less than normal. But we're underway. Here we go, folks. The game has started. Saints kick to Huddersfield, collected by Rush. Hands it off to Rogers for the first carry, and he stopped 5 metres out from his own try line. So could already be a lot of work for Huddersfield to do early on. Next carry from Rushton. Doesn't quite make it up to the 10 just yet. Quite scathing about the defeat. Oh, well, I can imagine. It wasn't a great performance from Lee yesterday. Next carry from Powell takes it over the 10. 30 seconds gone. Third tackle for the Giants. Wolford now with Leroy Cudjoe up towards the 20. And just over it. Fourth tackle. Next carry through centre field from Rogers up towards the 30. For the Giants. Now the last tackle out the back to Frawley, who kicks from his own 30. Down the back left. Collected on the full. Recovered over the 30 by Felt. And a few extra metres as well. Brought down by Powell and Greenwood. What a day yesterday. Well worth going, I can imagine. Robertson with a carry over the 40 down the right-hand side of the field. Just over a minute gone now. Second tackle for Saints. Lomax pops up to Whitley. Carries it straight up, just a few metres short of the halfway line. What's your thoughts on Hull versus Lee? Hull fully deserved it. Lee weren't great. So the fact that they were still in that game for so long is wild, because I think Hull FC probably deserved to win by more. They felt dominant to me. Everything about Hull was just better for most of the game. Especially the first half, but for most of the game just felt comfortable. Robertson with the carry down the right edge. 1 minute 40 gone. Last tackle for the Saints inside Huddersfield territory. And by on the last will kick towards, or just right at the sticks. Flanagan underneath it. Lets it bounce. Bounces backwards. Eventually collected by Jacob Gagai. Shifting left. Bit of extra work there from Gagai. Takes it up towards the 10. I think it was dropped backwards by Flanagan, actually. Halsall with a carry. 2 minutes gone, taking over the 10. It is now with Greenwood, was that? Greenwood with the carry over the 20. Next carry through centre field for the Giants takes them over the 30. Up towards the 40. That's a great carry. 2.5 minutes on the clock. Fourth tackle, Wolford. On his right to Cudjoe. Then across to Rush. Now Flanagan can get around one possibly. Might have the numbers here. The legend that is Tony Milne. Gagai on his right. Could have given the ball maybe, but wasn't too much room to work with. And they'll play this inside Saints territory. So not a bad set there from Huddersfield. And Rush will kick from Saints 40. This will go over the net ball line. That is a poor way to finish the set. All that good work is now just been undone. Just completely undone. Three minutes gone. 7 tackle set, 20 metre restart for St Helens. You can't be doing that, Huddersfield. It was a good set. It's a good set. You've got to actually finish them properly. You can't be doing that. Robertson over the 30. You will play this for Clark in centre field. Hands it off to Lees, almost with a break there. Powell maybe holding on to a bit too long in my opinion, but Mbai goes left to Saylor, pops it across to Percival. He slips over on the 40. Giants are cooked, says Bridden. We will see. Now with Saints in possession on the Giants 40. Wormsley with a great carry, just short the 30. 4 minutes gone. Short side left. Mbai pops it across to Batchelor. Is it? Might be. Down the short side left, there's a kick just left of the sticks. It is collected on the full. And Huddersfield in possession, 5 out from their own try line. Powell was one that collected it. Now with Jacob Gagai, first carry of this set, up towards the 10. Flanagan gives the ball to the legend that is Tiny Milne down the right edge. Is this on Twitch as well? It is not. I do plan to multi-stream in the future, but no, it's not on Twitch. And there's going to be a penalty for the Giants. Interference possibly from Wormsley. And 4 minutes, 45 seconds gone. Hull vs Saints next week away. Going to be a great game to go and watch. It should be good. Huge result if Hull FC can win that. And the thing to keep in mind for Hull FC is we all kind of assume that Wakefield have the best chance based on their run. But if Hull FC get in by beating some of these top teams, and they could also be interesting and can upset a lot of teams in playoffs. So we'll see. I think it's going to be a great playoffs. Whoever makes it, I think it's going to be, whatever the order is, it's going to be a great playoffs. Approaching 5.5 minutes. Huddersfield pushed back a few metres off the back of the penalty. Leroy Cudjoe with a carry up towards Saints 40. 5.5 minutes on the clock. Wolford on his left to Frawley. Pops it out the back to Rush. Now Flanagan down the left edge. Bibby is stopped about 35 metres out. Fourth tackle. Halsall on his right to Frawley. Now with Greenwood. Last tackle to go down the short side left to Frawley. Kicks towards just left of the posts. Saylor collects it with a foot in the in-goal area. Rushing towards the 20. Taps it. Hands it off to Dagnall. And he carries it up to the 40 already. Cudjoe holding on a bit too long. Leroy, was it? I thought it was Cudjoe just on the hair. Might not have been. I saw the curly hair and I thought, why is there no live footage, by the way? Because it's copyrighted and it's illegal to do that. If Sky Sports have to pay millions a year to broadcast this, I'm not going to be allowed to just show it for free. Wormsley carries it, now about 25 metres out from the try line in centre field. Clark will go left. Saints thought they were going to spread it left, but there's just a carry straight up towards the 10. 7 minutes gone. Clark will go left to Moses Mbai, pops it across to Sailor, switches back to Percival. He gets an offload back to Moses Mbai, gives it to Knowles in centre field. He then gives it to Wormsley. He is then going to be stopped about 13 metres out from the try line. And there's a bit of a pushing and shoving here. Clark will scoot from dummy half. Bit of room maybe, makes up a couple metres. Now in between the sticks inside the 10. Approaching 7.5 minutes. Lomax goes left to Mbai. Last tackle will kick towards the back right. Felt is there, but so is Halsall. Nicely taken. Wants a quick play of the ball. Is anyone there to collect it? Bibby with a carry up towards the 30 for the Giants. So nothing easy for Saints so far, which is alright for Huddersfield. Just waiting on possibly the second half. We'll have to see how that goes. Wolford at dummy half just short of the 40, played by Cudjoe. Goes right to Rush. Now with Gagai. Makes about a metre there in total. That's 8 minutes gone. Fourth tackle, Rush. And now with Rushton. And they make about another metre or two. Not great. Not great. Frawley with a kick on the last towards the back left. Felt collects it on the 10. Cuts back towards the middle, up towards the 20. Possible obstruction in there, but referee will say play on. He's going to play this for Lomax. Goes down the right-hand side to Robertson, who takes it over the 30. 8.5 minutes on the clock, brought down by 3 defenders. Now, a few metres shy of the 40. Huddersfield win Hull FC may go 5th. Possibly. It could happen. It's not impossible, but we'll just have to see later on in the game. Sailor at dummy half. Third tackle, just short of halfway. Now inside Huddersfield territory. Step in. Cudjoe had to let him go. That looked forward to me personally. Clark didn't want to hand the ball off to a teammate. I think he might have been in front of him as well. Clark then eventually gives it to Percival this time, and that is a nice try from Saints. That is a really nice try. Still think maybe there's a forward pass in there. It's given straight up without checking. Nothing to check anyway, but yeah, that was nice. That was nice. Yeah, well done Clark not giving that, because that definitely would have been forwards in my opinion if he gave it to Percival the first time. But nicely done. Calm and composed. There we go. I think maybe just the one. The one from, well, the offload to Clark, I think, from Sailor. Might have been forwards. So there we have 10 minutes gone, 4-0. With a kick to come, he will likely convert this. Carl Felt to add the extras. I only got 3 out of 8 on the NRL predictions, by the way, this weekend. 3 out of 8. Awful. Absolutely awful. 10.5 minutes gone. Show the bar of the tee. I want to see Kieran. I want to see him. Show him. The kick is... It's good. It is good. Right, so we're about to get back underway. Flanagan will kick towards the back left to St. Helens. Collected by Lomax. It pops up to Lees. And it bumps off Rushton. Hand in his face there from Rogers. Don't know what Rogers is doing. And he gives away a penalty. That's what he's doing. .5 minutes gone. Yeah, absolutely a penalty. Just puts a hand in his face for absolutely no reason. So, Saints will tap just short of halfway. First carry from Whitley off the back of the penalty. Takes it over the halfway line. Now inside Giants territory. We have 12 minutes gone. Clark on his left to Walmsley. Carries up towards the 40. Second tackle. 80 yard. Clark left to by. On his right to Leeds. Up towards the 30. 30 metres out. Clark in centre field. Right to Lomax. Pops out the back to Sailor. Under pressure from Bibby. Good defensive work there. Taking his time to get up there. Saints 30 metres out over on the right. Back towards the middle now with Knowles. Carries it straight up a few metres short of the 20. They're not playing Joshua. It's right to Lomax. Out the back to Sailor. Collects it. Chips it over the top on the last tackle. Can he get a bounce here? Bounces nicely for Flanagan. Cuts back towards the middle. And he's stopped just short of the 20. 13 minutes gone. Halsall with a carry. Making a few metres there. Up towards the 30. Over on the right hand side of the field with Wolford. Now with the legend that is Tane Milne. A few metres over the 30. Surprised he didn't go all the way and score there. Very surprising. That's boring, ain't it? Could have put the academy on for them. Well, they probably could have done, but I think after what happened last week, they just didn't want it to happen again. So, yeah. St. Helens in possession. Almost 14 minutes gone. Robertson hands it off to Felt, who takes it over the 20. Through centre field. 14 minutes now on the clock. Whitley. Oh, it's Dagnall, sorry. There's a bit of sun that's making it difficult to tell. Plus the camera quality is actually not great. Next carry through centre field for St. Helens. Strong carry up towards their own 40. Down the right edge now for Saints. Over halfway. 14.5 minutes gone. Last tackle. Clark. Out the back to Mbai. Will kick from just in front of the halfway line. It's going to bounce once. Why you let it bounce? It's then knock on by Saints, I guess. Or, yeah. There's three of them. 3 Giants players there. All of them let it bounce. So the clock is stopped. Oh, it's now underway again. 15 minutes gone. 6-0 lead for Saints. This is okay for now for Huddersfield, as long as they stay in range for as long as possible. Now up to the 20 with Bibby. Tiny Mill with an offload to Flanagan. He's then stopped on the 20. Not great. Not great for Huddersfield, but good defensive work from Saints. Rogers made barely any ground there. He smashed onto the ground. Flanagan shifting left. This just looks so slow or uninspiring for Huddersfield right now. There's a carry with Cudjoe pumping his legs up towards the 40. They need something. They need a break from somewhere, a 40-20. They could do with a bit of luck for a penalty, something like that. Frawley kicks on their last tackle towards the sticks. Collected 15 out by Sailor. Takes it over the 20 up towards the 30. Territory just looking quite easy for Saints at the moment. And defensively they're looking quite solid as well off the back of it. It's now Delaney who is on the field. Next carry for Robertson through centre field over the Giants' 40. Good meters, 16.5 minutes gone. Clark now 30 metres out. On his left to Knowles under a bit of pressure. Not a great decision there from Clark. But Knowles still gets an offload as well. Lomax chips the ball towards the back right on the 4th tackle. Bounces up nicely for Halsall. And he stopped just short of the 10. Hello, Dingle. Good to see you. Frawley now with Bibby up towards the 10. Push back a metre or two. They do need to step up. They need something. But everyone's knackered. So it looks like they're kind of hoping for a penalty somewhere. And if they don't get it, they are screwed. So if they're not going to get a penalty, they need to spread the ball around. And it's now with Milne. Takes it up towards the 30. Eventually stopped because he's world class and takes him ages to be brought down. And the Giants give away a penalty. Really? You're going to give the legend that is Tane Milne, what are you going to give him?
It's going to be a yellow card. I can't speak. You ballless gate, Campbell. You dickhead.
That is simply not on. You can't be doing that. How dare you tell the legend that is Tane Milne that he must leave the field? Nobody does that. Nobody. There we go. So the Giants, they needed a penalty, and instead they gave away a penalty, and apparently there was a bit of dissent, and they're also a man down. So, yeah, I think the Giants have now officially screwed this game up. It was already looking bad. The Fiji international Tane Milne. Yeah, I think the Giants just then have now screwed up the game. 18.5 minutes gone between the sticks. It's now with him by down the left. Lomax steps off his left foot. He is moving. Cudjoe just gets a hand on him. Clark, left of the sticks. A few inches short of the try line. Will go left, slightly wayward. Not backwards by Percival. Regathers possession. Cuts back towards the right-hand side. Gives it to Whitley. Felt he will switch back to. Now about 11 metres out. Now with Whitley. I remember seeing the double movement clip from Tane Milne. I remember seeing that. That was not great. What other games on this week? This is the last one. Lomax over the top. Dagnall in the corner. Plenty of room. Steps though. Oof. Who launched themselves across like a missile. It's now with Batchelor. Is it a 6 again? Yes, it is. 5 metres out. Batchelor plays this for Sailor. Now with him by. Coming back towards the middle with George Delaney. Stop 5-6 metres out. Cudjoe getting himself in the way. Shifting it right. Sailor out the back to Lomax. Has to spin. Gives it to Robertson. That's nice. Off to Felt. Felt puts the ball down. I think this is likely going to be game over, to be honest, at this point. It was already looking rough for the Giants, and now it could get even worse. So yeah, GG Saints, and we'll move on to next week, shall we? Right, there's going to be 10-0 with a kick to come. What was wrong with what Milne did? Well, he pushed him over for starters, and then there might have been dissent afterwards. But you can't just do that, because he's supposed to be a marker, or potential marker. You can't just do that. Milne has an entire compilation video on YouTube with all these lower lights, almost 70k views. Well, you say that, Caden, but do you remember him against Cook Islands, though? All that is wiped away. That one game against Cook Islands in the Pacific Championships last year. World-class performance. Absolutely world-class. But that's where the legend that is Tane Milne comes from. He gets all the stick in the NRL. comes over here, or basically in the Pacific Championships, world-class performance in one game. So, because of all the shit that he got, I decided to hype him up and then just call him a legend. And it's kind of stuck. The kick. It's good. Felt has nailed it. Bit of a swing, bit of swing, and it curves back in. Nicely done. Is Robertson laying into him? Or just having a little word, cheeky word? Delaney with a carry, takes it over the 10. 12-0 lead for St Helens. Space down the left if they wanted to go for it, but Knowles will take it over the 20. 22 minutes and 22 seconds on the clock. Now down the short side left. There's a carry from Batchelor, just short of the 40 for St Helens. Clark takes it over the halfway line. Great carry there. Now inside Giants territory once again. Fourth tackle. Knowles back towards the middle with Saylor. Across to Lomax. Whitley on his outside goes to Robertson instead. He steps over the 40, few metres shy of the 30. And a kick from him by towards the back right. Flanagan will go up, so does Saylor. Saylor wins it. Like another thief in the night, will steal the ball away. This game is over. This game is over. Cut to me getting absolutely humbled in the back end of the stream highlights video that goes up on TikTok. But yeah, this game right now feels basically over. I don't know what Huddersfield can do at this point. The only thing they've done well consistently is start games well. And it's already been a poor 24 minutes, or almost 24 minutes. $16-0 with a kick to come, but I assume Felt will get the kick, so I've just given him the extra 2. Saylor with another 14th try of the season? Okay, fair enough. Didn't think he had that many. Felt to add the extras. Not sure how long's left on the sin bin. Well, Felt 2 of 2 so far. To make it 3 of 3 and to give them an 18-point lead. The legend that is Tane Milne. That's why they're losing, because he's off. The kick from Felt is good. It is 18-0 to St Helens. Okay then. "25 minutes on the clock. So it was Mbai kicking towards a corner. Flanagan went up. There's nothing wrong with what Flanagan did, really. It's just Saylor just in the perfect spot to take it away. Just to nab it. So fair enough. 18-0 for Saints. We kick off once again. And it's collected by Lomax just in front of the dead ball line. Hands it off to Delaney. He stopped just short of the 10. Can the Giants build a solid defensive set off the back of this and get a bit of field position? Maybe. We'll see. Next carry for Saints takes him over the 10 from Whitley. Clark goes short side right. Lomax over the 20. And already up towards the 30. So no, they can't. Robertson now with Clark. Launched it towards the middle with Mbai. Across to Batchelor. They might have the space and numbers. Percival, room to run. Gets an offload to Dagnall. Chased by Gagai. Cuts back inside. Cuts towards the right. Dagnall still going. Room to run. Is he in? Oh, no. No. Oh, I thought that was going to be an absolutely magnificent tackle. That was eventually grounded. Oh, that was such a good effort. That was such a good effort by Flanagan. Well done from Dagnall, because I think he deserved a try there, but it's just... Both were great. Both were great. It was a great effort by Flanagan, and yeah, Dagnall deserves a try after all that work. That was great stuff. Excellent stuff from both. But yeah, I think probably Dagnall deserved the try more than Flanagan deserved to have it held up, if that makes sense. But such great defensive work. Let's have a look at this again. It's just when... Is it when that second defender comes in? Great movement. Great movement. And then he's held up. It's literally English. It's literally when English comes in. Flanagan sort of had it kind of under control. It kind of... Bloody English. God. 22-0. Felt to make it 24. I'm going to assume that he'll get this one. Oh, actually, it's tougher than I thought. The kick from Felt is... That's good. He's nailing it. 24-0 to St Helens. Bloody hell. Super League really going downhill. Top four are pretty good. Bottom four are awful. Yeah, well, there's a lot of good teams. Plus, you include Hull, who can be tricky. Wakefield, that can be tricky. Warrington sometimes can be tricky. And that's it. Huddersfield, a couple of upsets. So I think even though there's been a lot of poor games, there's been a lot of great games. This might be one of the best seasons for competitiveness in a long time, actually. Because I do genuinely think anyone in that top five has a realistic chance. So we will see. We will see. Love to see a real team play here, Rob, unlike when you watch the Wolves. Well, last time Warrington played there, we pretty sure it was a Challenge Cup semi-final, because Saints weren't in the Challenge Cup anymore. And I'm pretty sure Warrington have beat Saints 7 times in a row. So I think I'm alright. Season-wise, I agree, and the better teams are like top 6 are pretty good, but the rest are just awful. I'd say Salford, it's a bit redundant saying it. Castleford, yes. Cadlands, yes. To me, those two are awful. Like, actually garbage, those two. Been ages since you won anything, mate? Only a couple of years ago. Oh, yeah, it was a couple of years ago. Oh, we beat Saints in the Challenge Cup final. Yes, it was. Huddersfield Giants, just over 30 metres out, will kick towards the back left. Collected by Sailor, takes it over the 10. And 30 minutes gone. 24-0 for Saints. And they'll have to replay the ball. Now we Felt, takes it over the 20. Mbai then pops the ball up to Percival. Takes it up towards the 30. Eventually plays it. Now with Robertson, takes it over the 30 through centre field. Up towards the 40. That's a great carry from Robertson. Plays it for Sailor. He then scoots up towards halfway. Gets an offload for Lomax as well. Great chance for Saints again. Almost clipped by Golding. Hands it off to Clark. And the ball pops out. Picked up by Gagai. Good defensive work there. Good scramble. That was great. Great scramble. 31 minutes gone. Very important tackle there from Gagai. Nicely done. And a penalty for the Giants finally. The comeback's on. Oh yeah, Milne's back on. I forgot about the yellow card. So yeah, penalty for the Giants. First carry from Bibby takes it over the 40. And then a carry up towards the 30. Wolford at dummy half goes right to Frawley, goes left to Wilson. It's then back over to the right hand side to Rushton. So a little bit of back and forth here from Huddersfield. A little bit unorganised. Wolford at dummy half over on the right. Pops up to English on his left. Great carry up towards the 10. 32.5 minutes gone. 2 more tackles in this set. 12 metres out. Left to Frawley. Out the back to Rush. Pops it up to Greenwood. He's been good from this range. As I was saying, he's been good from this range. He's done that plenty of times this year. I was thinking, maybe he could have done something. But surely they would have wrapped him up. Surely, in the position they were in, they could have wrapped him up. But that's why it's so devastating. Inside the 10. Huddersfield with the comeback. Would you believe it? Sorry, Peter. That's a sin bin. That's a straight up sin bin for a minute, Peter. Straight up. So Flanagan to make it 24-6. I assume he'll get it from here. Could be an awkward one, though. Not seeing the... Oh, no, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. It's closer than I thought it was. But I still thought he'd get it. Flanagan. Basically in front of the sticks. To make it 24-6. The kick is... Oh, my... Well, he's missed that. Jesus Christ. Oh, that is so typical, though, for the Giants. They get a bit of good fortune. And then a bloody missed conversion, basically, in front of the sticks. Back underway. Saints will kick to Huddersfield down the back left. Bit of a mess there in the pick-up. The Giants will play this in centre field just over their own 10 with Wolford. Now a carry from Wilson with a strong hit over the 20 for the Giants down the left edge. And it's now with Golding through centre field, straight into Robertson. Passy is also one for St Helens, there to help out in the tackle, as well as Darryl Clark. Wolford in centre field, shifting the ball right. Rush will switch back to Rushton, up towards the 40. Predictions up the Swanee now. Very true. Very true. 4.5 minutes to go. Last tackle for the Giants, out the back to Frawley, under a lot of pressure there from two Saints players. It's collected by Saylor, carries it over his 10. Callum Miller, welcome to the stream. Welcome to you. If it's your first time, thanks for stopping by. If you've been here before, welcome back. Just name sounds unfamiliar, so just thought I'd mention it. And we got Dagnall sort of holding his knee. Can get up and play it, but it looks uncomfortable. Felt with a carry over the 30. And we've got 4 minutes to go in this first half. Moses Mbai goes right to Harry Robertson with a carry over the 40 and a few extra metres as well, coming up towards the halfway line. And that'll be the fourth tackle. Saints coming back towards the middle with George Delaney. He spins in the face of Wilson. Stopped a few metres short of the halfway line. Out the back to Moses Mbai down the left edge. Kicking from just behind halfway on the last tackle. Collected by Flanagan from his own 10. 3.5 minutes left. Watch before. Very nice. Well, welcome back then. Can't wait for the moment Wellesby returns to the field. Heroes welcome, methinks. Possibly. A decent round of applause for him. Whether it'll be, well, it'll be second half or not, there's not much time left. No point. And a carry down the left-hand side for Bibby. Huddersfield Giants in possession on the third tackle. Now with Greenwood, the try scorer, the only one for Huddersfield. With 3 minutes to go, we'll play this on the 40. And we've got Frawley down in backfield at the moment. Next carry from Gagai, just short of halfway. Do Giants have any hotheads that will start a scrap out of frustration? This is boring. I mean, maybe Rodgers, same as before. I don't know. Flanagan has been a little bit feisty here and there. I reckon Wilson or English might be the type. Dagnall with a bit of room down the left-hand side. Cuts back towards the middle. Step in. He's still going. Carbon copy just further back up the field. And a great tackle there. And then Milne coming in late, putting his hand into Dagnall's face. That's not great. The extras from Tiny Milne, I think. Plenty of Giants defenders taken out. There's an offload for Batchelor. Then it's across to Percival. Steps off his left again. Switches back to Clark. He drops the ball, possibly backwards. The referee will say that is a knock-on from Clark. Milne and Clark. Milne's not been behaving too much so far today. Causing a little bit of chaos. Why is Burns the 18th man? I don't know. Probably trying to shoehorn Wellesby in there. So still got Frawley down at the moment. Something with his ankle, possibly. So 2 minutes to go. The clock is stopped with 38 minutes and 4 seconds gone in this game so far. Percival with a great chance before. It's probably the right idea there, switching back to Clark. Just a bit of a mistake. Clark will be substituted in a mo. Is there any point? Who's that unknown player? Milner, is it? Hi, Minecraft. Forever. No, wait, the name is... Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Harry. So yeah, clock is stopped in the moment as we see what's going on with Frawley. All the replays they're showing are for Bibby. Not the right player. Looking for Frawley. Rugby so good. Thank you, Callum. I don't know why, but I appreciate it. Clock is stopped with 38 minutes and 4 seconds gone. We've got Frawley down at the moment, just getting his ankle wrapped up. So, a little bit of a limp there, but hopefully he's okay. He's a tough cookie. He can carry on. If he can see out the next 2 minutes and then just do whatever they need to in the sheds at half time, could be okay. But it's going to be the Giants with a scrum on their own 10. We'll be back underway in a second. That's what I said, John. That's exactly what I said. What minute did we get our first try? Great question. I can find an answer for you. Forest beating Brentford 3-0. Bloody hell. Wood with 2. Chelsea and Palace are drawing. At the back of the scrum, carry from Bibby, making about 5 metres there. The try was in 10 minutes from Percival. How do you find the lineups every time? Facebook. They post them an hour to an hour and a half in advance of kickoff on Facebook. We've got a minute and a half to go. Wilson plays it for Wolford. Now it's with English. They are so difficult to tell from far out. When I can see the numbers, then I know, but until then, it's so difficult to tell them apart. Same build, same hair colour, same hairstyle. So, minute 10 seconds to go. Kick on the last, over the head of Sailor. Did he get a touch on that? I'm not too sure. The referee will say he did get a touch on it. Saints do have a challenge, but they might as well just let the clock run down. You tented on our Facebook? Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. I have to go for a sec while it's about to be half time. All good, Callum. Thanks for stopping by. Maybe see you in a bit. Yeah, Saints will just run off as much time. So I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. Saints will run off as much time as they can. And then we'll go for a long drop out here. Oh, bit wayward here. Finally collected. 25 seconds to go. So what will the Giants do here? 15 seconds left. Frawley will switch back to Wilson. He's going to be stopped on the 40. This will be the last tackle of the half here. 5 seconds left. Wolford on his right to Frawley. Cross to Rush. He will switch back to Rushton. Down the short side right again. Milne. And can not quite get an offload. Clark is eventually tackled. And there we have half time. There we have it. Alright, so Saints looking pretty comfortable. I reckon the last 10 minutes of that first half, Huddersfield started to actually turn up. They had some kind of effect on the game. But, yeah, it was not a great start from the Giants, but an excellent start from Saints. And then Huddersfield just getting a little bit in. Oh, Harry's added a year to me. I turned 27 5 days ago. Wasted 2 try attempts, but please, yes, I'd imagine so, Kieran. I'd imagine so. Look pretty comfortable. It says Milne had a yellow card on the 18th and 28th minute. Which I'm pretty sure is just a typo. Yes, it is. Imagine if I missed a second one out of nowhere. That would not be good. Let's have a look at the Championship, shall we? And do we have League One, or is that's normally... Is there any League One? Anyway, Championship, we've got Barrow and Widnes 0-0. Oldham are beating Batley 4-0. Featherstone beating Doncaster 6-0. Halifax beating Hunslet 6-0. And York beating London 4-0. Imagine I did like a rugby, like a Gillette Soccer Saturday, but for rugby it just had a bunch of different games on the screen, just keeping up to date with the scores and stuff like that. Could do something like that. Maybe one day. Maybe. If I could coordinate it properly. Yeah, San Marino just likes to stir the pot, basically. He is a pot stirrer. Yeah, Kieran, get on the beers. Get very drunk, cause a scene, get escorted out, and then we can actually see you on camera. Or, I was going to say streak, but they stopped showing them now, so it's no fun. I didn't say you did, say you liked to... Well, saying he's 49, that is you being a pot stirrer. That's what that means. Came from Eccleston to Kent, and on Thursday you'll go to Croatia. Well, enjoy. Have a nice time. Whereabouts is Kent? Kent is, you think of where London is, isn't Kent just slightly, like, where that bit kind of curves out on the, like, the bottom right, sort of up and to the right of London, near the coast, is it? That's why you didn't watch, that's alright. Do you know what, let's get a map up, let's look at a map. Out of sheer curiosity. Oh, it's below. It's all the way in the bottom right corner. I thought it was... I was sort of thinking near Norwich. That's what I was kind of thinking. Norwich, Ipswich, that kind of way. But no, it's bottom right. I was incorrect with that one. I was incorrect. Geography knowledge of a year 8 because I didn't know where Kent was. Don't think so. Cold Guinness, what a sip that is. Could be nice. Could be nice. Maybe maybe one day do a drinking stream. I have to have a beer per try that scored. Watch it be 1-0. Like the opening game of the season. Right, let's have a look at next week's schedule, shall we? See what games I could be doing. I will assume that Salford will be playing. I'll just assume it, because they might play next week. We'll see. So, Thursday, Leeds vs Hull KR. I will be streaming that one, absolutely. Saints vs Hull FC, I'll stream that one as well the day after on Friday. I will overlap that with Leigh vs Salford, assuming that goes ahead. Saturday 23rd, Catalans vs Castleford. I kind of don't want to do that. I kind of don't want to do it. Sunday, there's an overlap between Huddersfield and Warrington versus Huddersfield versus Warrington and Wigan versus Wakefield. So I'll do the double for that one. Saturday, I might just leave that one free. Can I be asked doing Catalans versus Castleford, or should I don't know, maybe make the most of it and do something for it, but I'm not entirely sure. That doesn't really excite me, to be honest. Let's have a look at next round for NRL. Rabbitohs versus Dragons on Thursday morning. I could probably do that one. Then, do I want to get up for Panthers versus Raiders on Friday? Maybe. Maybe. I could do Storm versus Bulldogs. I could absolutely do that one. I could absolutely do that. And then I could maybe do Eels versus Roosters on Saturday instead of the other game. So yeah, if I don't do the Super League game, I might do the extra NRL game at 9 on Friday. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. This fan's going on for now. It needs to. Do you ever stream football? I do not. Do Rob commentating bingo? You could try. You certainly could try. I'm trying to sort out that Patreon page. But it's currently... The page I've got is currently like set to US dollars. and in order to change it, I need to like basically delete the page and redo it with the right currency. Even though I'm pretty sure I set it up that way, it's not easy enough to do. Do you ever stream? Oh yeah, I already answered that one. I would stream other stuff, but it's just because the channel's called Kinetic Rugby League. It feels a bit weird doing it on this channel, and I don't really want to start another channel to do other sports. Let's get a trumpet. That would be on your bingo card. So there's YouTube membership at the moment, Harry. The join button below the stream. It's either just £1 a month, just for general support, or $4.99 a month. But when I do Patreon, the minimum will be $4.99 a month. But you'll get an entry into a monthly giveaway once I've got 10 members on Patreon. Finally, only rugby streamer. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to do other stuff, but I thought about doing an F1 channel because I like playing the game. I like watching F1. Part of me was considering doing an NFL channel because I like American football as well, and stay up to date with that. So I don't know. Bobby Golding was your hero until he wasn't. What did he do? Your mum won't let you then. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Harry. It's 24-4 half time. Tries from Percival, Felt, Sailor and Dagnall. 10, 20, 24 and 27. Jesus. And then Greenwood, 33 minutes. I'd say cricket is significantly more boring. I'm from Warrington, sir. I will try and get that Patreon membership set up hopefully before playoffs. Hopefully next week, actually. I'm going to try and get that set up. Then once I've got 10 members on there, I will start doing giveaways. Can you make it 50p? I don't know, actually. I don't know if I can make it less. I don't think I'm that close to you, Kieran. Unfortunately, Peter, I do not know. So I'll leave that to those in the know. That would be half a subscription, then it would only be a subscription. Very true. And then that way, basically, you only get to listen to what half I'm going to say. Half a subscription, you therefore only get to hear half of what I'm saying. So kind of basically every sort of halfway through a sentence, yeah, that's basically because you only paid 50p, you only hear half of it. So that's basically how it would work. Don't worry about it, Harry. Don't worry about it. If you can't do it, don't worry about it. No, I'm not saying that because I know what I know what you're trying to get me to say. Can you rap? That's the first time I've been asked that on this, I'm pretty sure. Can you rap? Obviously I can rap. obviously. The School of Science is on its way back. Do you mind saying where you live? Well, I'm born and raised, lived in Warrington. And I don't mind saying that I'm from Warrington. I support Warrington. Honestly, probably not, Sam. If I was to be honest, probably not. Do you know what? I might rap, actually. Alright, let's rap, shall we? So, Summer Lummer, Doomaluma, you assuming I'm a human, what I got to do to get it through to you, I'm superhuman. Innovative, and I'm made of rubber, so that anything you say is ricocheting off of me, and it'll glue to you, and I'm devastating, more than ever demonstrating how to give a mother audience a feeling like it's levitating, never fading. And I know the haters are forever waiting for the day they can say I fell off. They'll be celebrating, because I know the way to get them motivated. I make elevator music, you make elevator music, and that is Rap God by Eminem featuring Kinetic Rugby League. I believe we've already tried this, Peter. We've already tried this shenanigans. Don't you think Giants make second try? I had 30 points to 6. How do you find out who scored the first try? I use SofaScore, SOFA score.com, and I use that. But normally, those that are on Facebook or other social media platforms, the accounts will post who scored. We're about to get back underway very shortly. Can you sing the song It's Like Something in Paris? We're back underway for the second half. Nobody is in Paris. Nobody. Passy with a carry up towards the 20. I can't do that. Can't do that. He's with Clark in centre field at dummy half. Left to him by. Then to Sailor. Runs it himself. Tiny Milne with a kind of loose arm there. He's been a naughty boy today. Tiny Milne. Bit of a naughty geezer. Percival carries it through centre field, smashes into Golding. Rushton is there to help out. He's going to play this for Clark. On the fourth tackle, just short of halfway. Now with Knowles in centre field. Pops up to Passy on his right. Can we get an FPL reveal? Yeah, I'll go through it in a bit. But, great timing. It's a try for Saints. But sure, we'll do an FPL reveal. Alright then, so here was to maybe thinking the Giants could come out after a decent team talk and the sheds at half time, maybe set the tone. But nah, let's not do that, shall we? Well, fair enough. Saints will walk in. And this will be likely 30 points to 4. You're saying you're so good, Rob? Thanks, Callum. Thanks very much. So my FPL team, which caused me to miss that. I need to swap some things around, but what it kind of locked in as the week, I've got Raya in goal. My back four is Aït-Nouri, O'Brien, Wan-Bissaka and Alex Marino. Midfield is Salah, Palmer, Ndiaye and Mbeumo. And then up front I've got Bowen and Watkins. So I might have to give that a review when the week's done and see where we're at. Not sure what points I've got. 9 for Aït-Nouri, 8 for Salah, 3 for Palmer as of right now, 2 for Watkins, 4 for Bowen, 1 for Wan-Bissaka. Oh, Belieber, 3 on the bench. We'll see. We will see. I ain't doing that, Harry. You're not going to get me with that, sir. And the kick is good. You're not getting me with that. Lomax deserved that for all his backup played. True. Lomax having a decent game. Gosh dang it. Right, Sailor, good work. Sailor's having a great game as well. Okay. We're back underway. Passy with the first carry of this set. 3 minutes gone in the second half and already a try for Saints. So I need Huddersfield to score 2. And that's it. Then I've got the exact score. Get in. Clark with a carry up towards the 40. And he's still going. Mbai. Now with Batchelor. Takes it over halfway. 2 more tackles in this set for Saints. Now in centre field with Knowles. Over the 40. Inside Giants territory. Last tackle coming up. Left to Mbai. Kicks from 35 metres out. Towards the back left. Gagai underneath it. Takes it cleanly. Brought down by Owen Dagnall. And a lot of work for the Giants to do. A lot of work. That's slightly lobbed past there to Flanagan, who collects it. 4 minutes gone in the second half. Rush. Now with... Is that the legend that is Tanya Milne? Yes, it is. Looking for an offload, maybe? No. Stop short of the 10. This is horrible. This is horrible. Halsall with a carry. 15 out from his own try line. We've got a stoppage at the moment. We've got a player down in backfield. Let's go, Rob. Let's go. Lovely. Lovely. It's just the 1B, by the way. Just the 1. I've got to say that it's great they don't... it's great they don't... It's great that you don't try to force people to join your channel. Other sites try to sell hard. I do feel like I sell a little bit. But are others like really bad at it? Because I know I'm trying to like put a lot of stuff out there. I'm trying to make a living from all this stuff, but I think if, you know, the fact that people spend any time here and any amount of money on me at all means a lot, because I value time and money quite highly. So the fact that anyone gives any of their time just to be here in the first place means a great deal. Because you could be doing anything else. You don't have to be here. You could do anything else, but you've chosen to spend time here, so that it's greatly appreciated. And you're spending time doing something that, you know, I'm doing. So yeah. Nobody needs to pay a penny. There's a bit of ad revenue anyway, so it's let the people with millions paying for ads pay for all that. Oof, offload there from Batchelor. It's forward though, collected by Dagnall, into touchdown, the whistle is blown. Just investing for when the OF links drop. Ooh, maybe one day, if I get too desperate, maybe one day. You're here nearly every time. Lovely stuff, Harry. Lovely stuff. But yeah, if I'm ever going to do something... Let's start that again, shall we? If I'm ever going to do something where it's like people could pay for it, I know there's memberships and there's not really that much aside from an icon next to the name, but then I want to be able to give people something that they'll like get out of it. So the Giants in possession. second tackle in this set. We've got 6.5 minutes gone in the second half. Golding, still moving up towards the 30. Eventually wrapped up. Third tackle coming up. Creating a community circle. That's the hope. That's the idea. I'd like it to keep growing though. What minute are we in? It's 46 minutes and 45 seconds on the clock. Shall we get a trumpet? Let's get a trumpet in here, shall we? That's on your bingo card, I'm sure. Oh, rock, paper, scissors. We're going to go rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Let me know. Did I beat you? Did we draw? Did you beat me? Let me know. So we have a turnover here. Saints have possession on their own 40. 47.5 minutes gone. Aim a little. Here goes my boyfriend working, so he can't watch the match. Any chance you give me a rundown of what's going on? I sure can. St. Helens started out very quickly. Defended really well. The Giants were very easy to pin back. They didn't make many meters. A couple of penalties in there and mistakes. There was a sin bin for Tane Milne. And Saints were able to pile on more points. Last 10 minutes of the first half, the Giants were a little bit better in possession. Saints were still fine. But, yeah, the Giants have been a little bit too slow, a bit disconnected. But the Saints have been carrying well, moving the ball around nicely. And they might have just scored again. They may have just scored again. Just checking the ground in here for Knowles. All good. That is going to be another try for St. Helens. Likely to be 36 points to 4. Okay. Well, there we go. You're welcome, Amy. You're welcome. So is a try. 34-4 to St. Helens. .48.5 minutes gone. What will Saints hit in this one? Will they hit 50? Possibly. They certainly can do. Maybe 60. 60 might be a bit of a reach. I'm not sure what the Dolphins are doing, actually, because I know it's on Sky Sports Plus. Because the Dolphins, they've got... Who's normally 13 for them? I think it's Max Plath that's normally 13 for the Dolphins. But they've now got... what's his name? Kurt Donahue playing at 13 right now. But now they've just signed Brad Schneider, so I'm not sure where he fits in for the Dolphins. They've already got Sean O'Sullivan as the relief in the halves. And then they've got Knowles there next year, so is Knowles starting 13? Is he going to be like a prop off the bench? Is Max Plath going to be a prop off the bench? Am I thinking about the wrong player? Maybe. I don't know, we'll see what the Dolphins do next year. But I think the Dolphins have to make playoffs next year. They've got to. In the 3 years they've been in the competition, I know they're still a new club, but they've had a good enough team to do it. And the fact they haven't done it yet is actually quite disappointing, because I think they should have done by now. We've now got 50 minutes gone. Wellesby is on the field. Down the left edge now with Percival. Room to run. Support from Wellesby. Jack Wellesby for an assist. Possibly. Dagnall. Oh, wrapped up by Gagai. That's a great tackle. Excellent tackle. Sailor under pressure from Halsall. Launches it over to the right-hand side. Giants defenders getting across now with Robertson. A lot of defenders to beat. Just take the tackle, son. Just take the tackle. Stopped about 7 metres out near the right touchline. 50.5 minutes gone. Now with Whitley, over the 10, runs it himself. He stopped 4 metres short of the try line, right at the posts. Sailor will go left to Mbai, launches it left to Lomax. Across to Wellesby, under pressure. He is then tackled 6 metres out from the try line, and it's a turnover. So good defence there from the Giants. Looked like Saints were going to walk in for another. Well done to Gagai. Huge tackle there. Really nicely done. Milne is already getting pushed back by a few metres. Took like 3 steps forward there. Flanagan stopped 9 metres out from his own try line. More work for the Giants to do. More difficult work. Halsall with the next carry. Over the 10. Wolford on his left to Bibby. Pumping his legs still up towards the 20. Good carry there from Bibby. Wolford out the back to Cudjoe. Leroy Cudjoe with a kick. Collected behind the 40 from Wellesby. Can I tell you when it's the 22nd minute? 22nd minute in the second half or 22 minutes to go? We've had 12 minutes gone, 52 minutes on the clock. It is now with Felt down the right edge, still moving, takes it over the 30. Second tackle, Sailor, right of centre field, on his left to Wormsley. Over the 20, inside the red zone. St Helens could hit 40 very soon. Now with him by, left to Wellesby, switches back to Percival, bit of room here. Look for an offload, that is forward to Batchelor. Well, it is the 52nd minute now. 52 and a half minutes gone. So a nice effort there from Saints. Good movement. Just didn't quite come off from the offload from Percival. So out the back of the scrum for the Giants. Halsall takes it down the left edge. Only marginally forward. Yeah, some might say. Over the 20. Up towards the 30 with Bibby on the next carry. Just over 53 minutes gone. Second tackle for the Giants. Is now with Powell. Left of centre field. Third tackle. Wolford waits at dummy half. He will then shoot it right to Golding, out the back to Rush. He'll then switch back to Rushton, up towards the 40. How do you read the chat when you're streaming 2 games? Normally I can't because actually I can. Oh, hang on. Charge down. Batchelor could be in it. Collected by Batchelor, tackled by Flanagan. I'll answer that in a second. 20 metres out, Batchelor on his right to Wormsley. Straight towards the sticks. Tackled inside the 10. The ball comes loose. And it's a penalty for St Helens. Will they go for 2 or will they keep going? They might as well just keep going. They will tap and go. Passy with the first carry. 54 and a half minutes on the clock. They drag him closer to the try line. Sailor waits between the sticks at dummy half. Goes left to Mbai. Pops it across to Batchelor looking for an offload. Gets one. That is nice work there from Saints. Really good hands. Really, really good hands. They'll hit 40. Likely 42. Saints completely dominant in this one. Completely dominant. Good afternoon, Danny. How are you? I am not too bad, actually. I'm all right. How are you, Danny? Good to see you. So, yeah, how do you read the chat when you stream at the same time? So, assuming we're looking at the same screen, you might have me full screen, I don't know. But I normally watch it not on full screen. So, I've got the stream and then the chat down the side. Normally, I will have one game up on the TV and then one game up on this PC monitor. On the monitor, it's not PC monitor. And then I will have the Sky Sports app from the left-hand side of my screen up to where the chat starts. So I've still got the chat down the right-hand side of my screen. So I can look at both and then check the chat if I need to. Cal Felt, 6 out of 6. You good? Thanks. Can't wait now. Football is back again. Lovely stuff. Let's check the scores, actually, and I'll check the championship as well. So 8-0 to Barrow against Widnes at half-time. All these are half-time, by the way. So Barrow winning 8-0 against Widnes. Oldham, I'll do it in that voice that I'll go. Barrow 8, Widnes 0. Batley 6, Oldham 10. Doncaster 12, Featherstone 18. Halifax 12, Hunslet 4. York 18, London 6. Splendid. And in the football, still 0-0, Chelsea and Palace. Go on, Palace. And Forest Brentford is 3-1 Forest. Okay, fair dues. Fair dues. Who went off, actually? It is 42-4. And there's a bounce. Pops up nicely for Lomax. Walmsley carries it up towards the 10. There's a woman cackling in the crowd. Looks so funny, love. God. Up towards the 20. Sailor at dummy half. You reckon 68-10. Interesting. We will see. Shifting it left. Percival with another break. Another bloody break. Dagnall. One to beat. Possibly. Cuts back towards the right. He's doing it again. He's doing it again. Stop 25 metres out. 57.5 minutes gone. Sailor on his left to Mbai. Then on his right to Wellesby. You might have the numbers down the right here. Wellesby to Robertson. Step in. Over the 10. Robertson stopped 5 metres out. And it's back towards the middle with Sailor. Pops it up to Passy. Takes it back over the 10. Did anyone see who went off? Like, did someone go off with an injury? Because I just missed it. Got 58 minutes on the clock. Last tackle. Sailor in centre field at dummy half. Between the sticks goes right to Wellesby. Chips the ball towards the back right. Felt is there. Felt goes up and just not even a challenge. Hal Saul was there. Not even a challenge. That's going to be more points for St Helens. And he gets the chance to convert his own try. He's racking up the points today. 46-4 with a kick to come. Dagnall, good movement again. Now Wellesby with an assist there. .59 minutes on the clock. Felt to add the extras. Can he get it done? Been perfect with the boots so far. A mix of easy and difficult ones, and he's still nailing them. Got a player down for Huddersfield. It's George King. No. The wall is down. Oh, no. Oh. So, Huddersfield players, I think, or somebody just came back on with from a HIA and passed it, and now King's going off for a HIA. Robertson must be thinking, what more can he do? What more can he do? The kick from Felt to stay perfect. The kick is... Boo! It's no good. 46-4 it remains. He's no good. Send him back to North Queensland Cowboys. That's an hour gone. 20 minutes to go. Back underway. There's a kick towards the back left. Bounces a couple times. Collected by Harry Robertson. Takes it up towards the 10. And that was 0-0. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough, Palace. They'll be happier about that than Chelsea, of course. And Whitley has to surrender. Sailor. Now with him by. Left to Percival. Plenty of breaks so far in this game. The ball comes loose, though. I think that's a knock-on. Well, the ref says play on. Milne sharing words with the touch judge. Up towards the 30. Saints in possession. 4th tackle coming up. Going to play outside now, bye. Alright, then I'll see you soon then, Harry. Thanks for stopping by. Break for Sailor. He's shifting down the right. Flanagan. Oh, he's burnt him. Oh, God. He's just absolutely burnt him. I don't know what to say. So I'll say nothing. Let's have a look again. Steps. Shifting. 4th gear. 5th gear. And he's in. That is 50 points to 4. They'll get the kick, actually. That's a trumpet moment, surely. Well, did you not appreciate that? Does that not make up for it? I'll just give them the 52 because they should get it. There we go. Felt to redeem himself. Do not redeem from the last one. The kick is good. 52 to 4. Back underway. 17 minutes to go. And By waits at dummy half on his own 20. Played by Wormsley. Now with Batchelor. Making a few metres there. Sailor. Scoots from dummy half. Decent metres over the 30. Apologies. Ugh. And By on his right to Wormsley. Great carry up towards the halfway line. So, by the way, I don't think I'm going to do Rugby League 26 after this. I'm not really feeling it. I might try and find some time next week to do it. Or midweek, maybe. We'll see. But I'm trying to get, like, career mode in my head because I'm going to do some content for it soon. So now with By. 35 metres out. Kicks towards the post, or just left of it. It's now with Gagai. Shifting towards the right side. Tries to push off Dagnall, and he does. Takes it over the 10. And we got Robertson down. A bit of cramp. That's all it is. Just a bit of cramp in his toes. The Giants will play this just short of their own 20s. Now with Halsall down the left edge. Flanagan pops it up to Greenwood. 64.5 minutes. Rodgers with the next carry over the 30. Huddersfield still on the bus. Feels like it. Feels like it. Flanagan, he will switch back to Powell. Up towards the 40. Out the back to Flanagan on the last. Dagnall over the 30. Stopped by 3 defenders, but he still makes it closer to the 40. 15 minutes to go. Dagnall is slow to get up here. I hate when refs do that. Did he just say play the ball, Owen? How about no? How about you shut up? Let me deal with this injury that I'm currently dealing with. I hate when refs do that. Can you play the ball? Can you play the ball for him? It's like, why don't we just deal with the player that's down? So yeah, just about 15 minutes to go. Still got to play it down right now. So yeah, to review the games for next week, I will stream Leeds vs Hull KR. I'll do a dual stream for Leigh vs Salford and Saints vs Hull FC. I'll probably skip Catalans vs Castleford if I'm honest. And then Sunday I'll do Huddersfield vs Warrington and Wigan vs Wakefield. And then in the NRL I will do Rabbitohs vs Dragons, possibly Panthers vs Raiders, undecided yet. I will do Storm vs Bulldogs and Eels vs Roosters. Possibly. So 15 minutes to go. Passy with a carry over the 40 for St Helens. Lomax pops up to Whitley. Sailor over on the right hand side, now inside Giants territory on their 40. Sailor. Now Bell. And the ball just comes loose out the hands of Alex Walmsley. Uncharacteristic mistake there. A little bit sloppy, but he's had a good game. I've got a few people in mind for man of the match. I might do a poll as well once we're done. Or towards the back end. Got a few people in mind. So carry from Gagai, takes it up towards the halfway line. Hands like paddles. The Giants, on the second tackle, inside Saints territory. Cudjoe gets an offload for Wolford. Then he gives it to Rushton. Takes it over the 40. Third tackle. There's a good chance here for the Giants. Shifting down the left-hand side. Flanagan, he's wrapped up by Robertson. Great tackle. Great tackle. Next carry from Powell. Just short of the 20. 13 minutes to go. Last tackle. I do need to yawn. Short side left to Rush across to Flanagan. Greenwood, good hands down the left. And the knock on. Is that from Robertson? Huddersfield will have the ball here again. Building that pressure. Saints are screwed now. They are so screwed. Go on, show Kieran. Just show him in the crowd. Problem is, whenever they show the T on the opposite stand, it's always too far away. .68 minutes on the clock. The scrum 10 metres out for the Giants. Fed in by Rush. Wolford goes right to Rush. Pops it up to the legend that is Tony Milne. Oh, he stopped 2 metres short. So close. Has someone hurt my Tony Milne? He's holding his left knee. Oh no. It's now with Rodgers in centre field. Stopped. 3 metres out. Wolford between the sticks. Left to Rush. Has to collect it by his feet. Then across to Flanagan. Bibby down the left edge. Cuts back towards the middle. Stopped 11 metres out. Plays it on the 10. Wolford on the right to Rush. Now with English. Fourth tackle. Left of the sticks with Wolford at dummy half. He will go right to Cudjoe. Then to Flanagan. Pops it across to Milne. Tries to kick the ball through. Possibly played up. No, it's not apparently. Cudjoe carries the ball. It's now the last tackle. 11 minutes to go. Plays for Wolford. Pops it across. And it's going to be a knock on by Powell. Collected by Wellesby. Takes it up towards the 10. Damn. Felt. Takes the next carry up towards the 20. A few metres shy. Lomax. Now to Robertson. Over the 20. Then the next one from Percival. Plenty of breaks in this game. Do need to think of that short list. I've got some in mind. I'll put that poll up soon. We've got 10 minutes to go. Out the back to Mozambique. Kicks from his own 40. Hits the belly of the ball. Could be a swirling one for Flanagan. Bounces once. Then collects a few metres out from his own try line. Just takes it over the 10 now. Whitley and Lomax get a hold of him. So does Bell. And they push him back a metre or two. Rush will switch back to Halsall. Takes a carry down the left edge over the 20. There's a strong carry there. 9.5 to go. He's now with Flanagan. Shifting it right. It's with Cudjoe. Steps past one. Regathers the ball. Room to run for Leroy Cudjoe. Go on, Leroy. Go yourself, son. Offloads it to Powell. And what now? Oh, mate. He was downtown. Was he? I think he was. Oh, yes. Yes, he was miles off. Good point, actually. Good point. It can be quite tough to spot. That's a great call. Got 9 minutes to go. Interesting. So tap on the 20 for Saints. Still a chance to hit 60. 9 minutes to go. Sailor over on the left, back towards the middle with Moses in by. Out the back to Lomax and just loses possession. They'll turn over the ball. Chance to do some more damage. Have Saints just thrown away this victory? I think they might have done. Shocking. All that good work. It's over. It's finished. Right then, scrum for the Giants. 15 out from their own try line. Left to Bibby. He takes it over the 20. Wolford. Next carry from Greenwood. Gets an offload to Wolford. Next carry from English. Just short of the 40. Plays it in centre field for Zach Wolford. And a penalty for the Giants. This is where the comeback truly begins. 8 minutes to go. The 48 points down. But just starts with one try. You get one try, and then you get another, and another. And eventually, you lose 52-18. Maybe. Tap from Milne on Saints 40. Next carry from King through centre field. 7.5 minutes to go. Now with Cudjoe. Pops it across to English on his left. He's stopped on St. Helens 30. Wolford on his right to Rush. Out the back to Flanagan. Slightly wayward there, so has to pick that up from the ground, basically. Bit of a disconnect, and he'll be stopped on the 30 again. Wolford with Cudjoe on his left. He'll switch back to King. Under pressure from Bell, who gets him wrapped up by the legs. Wolford now with Rogers. On the fourth tackle, brought down on the 20. So last tackle inside the red zone just for the Giants. Wolford in centre field goes left to Rush, looking for the back corner with a kick. Felt underneath it. Goes up, collects it beautifully, and comes down with it a few metres shy of his own 10. But Felt has been really good in the air today. And we've got 73.5 minutes on the clock. 6.5 minutes to go. Just over the 10 now with Saints in possession. Lomax. Next carry from Dagnall. Plenty of great moments as well for him today. Wellsby up towards the 30. Clark is also back on for St. Helens. Delaney with a carry. Puts that elbow out. Up towards the 40. 6 minutes to go. 74 minutes on the clock. Now the last tackle for Saints. Left to Mosin by. Hits the belly of the ball. It's going to bounce once. Then towards Halsall. On the left-hand side for the Giants. Bumps off Johnny Lomax. I was going to call him Zach then. Bumps off Johnny Lomax onto his backside. He'll play this for Flanagan on the 30. It's now with Gagai. Having to cut back towards the left-hand side. Bumps off Passy, of all people. And there's 5.5 minutes to go. Wormsley finally gets a rest. Tarnier Milne takes it over the 40. Third tackle coming up for the Giants. Wolford. Go down the right-hand side with Rushton. Jammed into by Moses and by, but he takes it over the halfway line and brought down on St. Helens 40. 2 more tackles in this set, so still a chance for the Giants to find some more points. Now with Cudjoe. Left to Rush, then across to Flanagan. Just pops it across to Bibby. Maybe could have launched that across to Halsall on the wing, but chose not to. With Rush now on the last tackle. Kicks towards the post. Dagnall underneath it, collects it on the 10, and is brought down. Right then. I'm going to go with... He's one. He's another. He's another. And... it's with him by. Across to Wellsby. Bumps off one. Still moving back towards the right-hand side. Switches back to Robertson. Right. This is going to be my shortlist for player of the match. There you go. The shortlist for player of the match is now up. Let me know who you think is player of the match. I've gone with Sailor, Dagnall, Felt, and Percival. They are the 4 in line for man of the match for me personally. I think some others have been good, but I think they're the top 4 in my opinion. So let me know who you think should get it. Of course, Cudjoe gets an honourable player of the match, always. But yeah, vote on the poll in the live stream chat. Let me know who you think player of the match has been if you were able to watch it. Penalty for the Giants. With just over 3 minutes to go, they'll kick into touch and start a fresh set about 35 metres out from their own try line. It's now with Leroy Cudjoe. Up towards the 40 and a few metres over it. 3 minutes left in this game. Are there any more points? Wolford comes back towards the middle with King up towards halfway. Wolford in waiting at dummy half once again. Option on his right to Rogers. And Bell getting his legs there, stopping him from working his way further up the field. Plays for Wolford in the centre field again. Cudjoe now down the right hand side to Rushton. Just shy of the 30 with 2.5 minutes to go. Wolford now with Flanagan. Fakes the switch back, then hands it off to Rush. Chips the ball towards the back left. A decent chase here as well, but Welsby is quick and he is there in the frame. Welsby takes it over the dead ball line, collecting it cleanly. Why are the Saints players on the poll? It does say... Does it not say at the top of the poll, player of the match? Letting people vote for player of the match. Because there's no Huddersfield player that deserves man of the match. And I can only have 4 on a poll. So I've made a shortlist. I've picked 4 players that I think could be in with a chance of player of the match. So you guys vote on who you think should get it. Not really had many votes here. Just the 1, and it's for Sailor right now, so a little bit pointless at the moment. So there's a Huddersfield penalty. Go for 2. Why Saints orders on BBC? Are they on BBC now? I didn't know. If they are, I didn't know. We now have 79 minutes on the clock with 1 minute to go. Who's going to get the last laugh in this game? Well, Saints, but can Huddersfield do something here? It is on BBC? Okay, fair enough. It is now Huddersfield Giants 15 metres out. Make that 5, maybe 4. Just right at the post. Wolford pops it across to Rogers. Whitley is there. The ball pops out. Picked up by Delaney. The referee says to play on. He takes it over the 20. And we've got 20 seconds to go. Welsby kicks from behind the 30. Just gifting it back to Huddersfield for one last effort. Flanagan over the 40. Stopped just short halfway. This will be the last play of the game. And Wolford. 80 minutes gone. The hooter sounds. Halsall down the left edge. Will take the carry. And that will be full time. There we have it. 52 points for St Helens. Clinical performance from them today. Solid from start to finish. Nicely done from them. Okay then. So if you guys want to put in your votes for player of the match, if you're able to watch it, let me know. Only have 3 votes. 2 have said Sailor, 1 said Dagnall. I think I would give it to... Sailor. I'm going to give it to Sailor personally. Right. I'm going to call it a day very shortly. But yeah, that's that's the weekend done. Unfortunately, the other game today was postponed. So to run through the streams I'll be doing for next week. So just content anyway. If I can be bothered, I might do the power rankings tonight. I normally don't. I'm normally not that bothered about doing it. But they'll likely be up tomorrow. So power rankings tomorrow, as well as Super League predictions. NRL predictions will be out Wednesday morning / Wednesday afternoon in Australia. Stream for Thursday will be Leeds vs Hull KR. Well, the Super League streams will be Leeds vs Hull KR on Thursday. Friday, back-to-back streams or dual streams, Leigh vs Salford and Saints vs Hull. Saturday, I'm not going to do that game. I'm just not going to do it. Sunday, I'll be doing a dual stream. Huddersfield vs Warrington and Wigan vs Wakefield. That's in Super League. In the NRL, I will likely do Rabbitohs vs Dragons, possibly Panthers vs Raiders, likely Storm vs Bulldogs, possibly Eels vs Roosters. So there you have it. And I will sort out the Patreon at some point soon as well. Great work again. Thank you, sir. Well, thank you for stopping by, Peter. Thank you very much. Thank you to everyone that stopped by. It's greatly appreciated. I'll just end the poll there. No one else has really voted on it. That's fine. But yeah, thank you to those that stopped by. It is greatly appreciated. Thank you to those that donated and became members this weekend. But yeah, thank you very much. We have a great rest of your day. And a great week next week if I don't see you. But yeah, I'll see you.